My name is Rachel King. I'm an artist. I live and paint on Gulidjan and Gadubanud Country in Barwon Downs, which is just on the edge of the Otway Ranges National Park. So it's a beautiful place to live. Tiny little town. And I'll be in Apollo Bay for the next month, which is exciting. So I'll be painting here on Fridays and Saturdays. And it's great to get to know another arts community that's in the Otways region, because I spend a lot of time in Colac, so it's lovely to go the opposite way and drive through the trees to get here. And from what I've seen so far, there's an amazing arts community in Apollo Bay, so it's been lovely getting to know some people. I've never really known how to quantify what I paint and where it comes from. It's definitely linked to the landscape and to the natural environment. The palettes that I use are very natural and earthy. I've never gone for bright primary colours, so it's always natural and earthy. I'm still, I think, coming to understand what my paintings are. They've kind of changed over time, but the core of them remains the same. And I feel like I'm always in conversation with the painting. Like there's something happening between the painting and myself that is out of my control. So yeah, I've lived in lots of different regional places over the past 3 years, and the city before that, and it's been interesting to see how the different landscapes that I've lived in have impacted what happens on the canvas. But it feels very out of my control. I don't think I never have an idea of, oh, I'm gonna paint that today, and then I paint it. It's always just throwing paint at a canvas and seeing what happens. I think putting roots down feels more connected to the land somehow. Not the land that, we own, but the landscape in which we're a part of. I think knowing that I'll be a part of Barwon Downs or the Otways for a long time, I don't know, you're just more connected to the movement of the seasons and the changes in particular of the landscape. So yeah, that definitely creeps its way in. I feel like my paintings are becoming more dense, which perhaps is a reflection of the rainforest and the density of the rainforest. And I think that where we live, we notice the seasons so much. So through autumn, I was definitely drawn to autumny colours. So I guess that you don't notice that as much when you're in urban areas. This exhibition was a real joy to paint. I feel like sometimes you have paintings that are just nothing works, but then sometimes you just have shows that come together. And I don't know when I painted it, it just kind of happened, It's been a full-on 6 months really, but it all just, it just goes to show that I find painting so joyful that it just happened regardless of how full life gets. There's still time to spend in the studio, or I'm always drawn to being in the studio. And in terms of the idea of emergence or re-emergence, so we moved house and I didn't have anywhere to paint, although I still painted on the kitchen bench, which is probably not the most hygienic thing to do, but I was painting, but just not the amount of painting that I usually do. And then we built studios, and I finally got this beautiful space to make paintings. So yeah, I kind of had a bit of a hiatus, and then feel like I'm re-emerging or emerging in this new space with time and space to paint, inspired by a new landscape. So it's been lots of newness and lots of learning. It's been good. I have a few reasons or a few things that I'd like to concentrate on while I'm here. One is just being in a different community. I think it's so important that we have spaces like this that are run and bulldogged by amazing people that make it happen, because spaces like this mean that the arts can survive in the regions and that we don't have to rely on big venues for our art to be seen and appreciated. So just being in this space and getting to know a new community and linking together, my studio, and hopefully after this a few more people in Apollo Bay will know that my studio exists and they could come through and drop in, and just having those like community connections is so important. And I also have a show, I'm part of a group show in September or October, I can't remember. So I am working a little bit on those paintings here, but I'm also just excited to be coastal again, and because I spent so much time in Warrnambool and I love the coastally paintings that I was making, and so it feels good to be back in the environment. And I'm sure they'll kind of creep into my paintings somehow. Seascapes, yeah. Absolutely. If you're driving through Barwon Downs, just hit me up on Instagram and I'll bring you into the home studio. So I was part of the Colacotway Arts Trail this year, and I think I'll do that again, every year, because it's an amazing way of meeting people. Although next time I'm gonna leave a day that I can go and visit other studios. But yeah, people are always welcome to pop in, and can't promise that it'll be clean, but you're more than welcome.